Hey,
Yeah.
Patricia.
Yes.
Um, my understanding is that there's a lot of like fracking or in oil wells around right near Chaco. Is that right?
This is this. Now you hit on what exactly prompted me to even think of this thing. It was when I learned that the state of New Mexico was going to open the land around and even within the Chaco um, Park was going to open it to fracking. I said no, no, that's it. That this tears it. Something has to be done about this. And the what I first thought of was what I first thought of was legislation. But then again, our new representative here from New Mexico, Deb Holland, a Native American uh, citizen of the Laguna Reservation, proposed a bill to protect Chaco Canyon from this particular thing because she got it too. She says, "Oh my God!" So she actually threw a bill in the hopper, which, by the way, went complete through to committee, went to the floor of the House, got passed by the House of Representatives, and was sent to the Senate, where it sits today on the desk of Mitch McConnell, and it will probably not see light of day. So legislative action on this is probably completely off the question. If we're going to stop fracking, it's going to have to be by a preponderance of demonstration that people do not want this to happen. And the reason I chose the concept of prayers for the planet is because somebody a long time ago thought it was a good idea when they wrote the structure of the United States to put in that structure that there is no way that the government can interfere in the religion of people. First Amendment, freedom of religion. Because Chaco Canyon has not been an active religious site for 1,000 years, they think it's dead as a religious site. What I want to do is start having religious events at Chaco to put it back on the map as a temple, as a church, so that it can receive First Amendment protection, because it will not receive any protection if you try to do it by treaty. Treaties have been violated. If you try to do it by a law, well, laws can be rewritten. The only thing that can protect this space is the First Amendment, because they're not going to rewrite the First Amendment, and they're not going to try to throw it away. If they try to throw the First Amendment away, every Christian, Muslim, Jew in the United States would jump on Congress like a six-legged mule. It would be very, very difficult for them to try and do an end run around the protection for freedoms of religion. So we have to demonstrate that Chaco Canyon is a church, a temple, and if they don't want their church, their temple desecrated, like the Mormons would not let somebody do an oil well in front of one of their tabernacles or behind one. We are not going to let anybody put an oil jack or a drill rig on the backyard of our temple. And we can probably make that stick, but we have to demonstrate that this place is a working, active temple where people go to pray. And Prayers for the Planet is this project. The problem is the Native Americans right now have not gone back to Chaco. So it falls kind of on us, not registered natives, or maybe even not even natives ourselves, to recognize this place as a spiritual place, so that it can get that recognition. I don't know of any tribe that does active ceremony at Chaco. Not even the bordering tribes, because in fact Chaco was created by their ancestors and not them directly, and they have somehow lost that connection. So it's really up to another group of people to find a spiritual connection to Chaco, which I don't think is all that difficult. Chaco is a special place. It is in alignment on the energy grids. It is it has, by its very presence, then all the prayers that were said there a long time ago, it is a sanctified space. All we have to do is connect to it and show that it is alive and well and living in the 21st century. But something like this has to be done, and it has to be done by more than just you and me, because two people going out there and saying a prayer isn't going to get it. We're going to have a couple hundred people there, and then maybe a couple hundred people again next year, or maybe 4 times a year, or at least twice a year. We're there for the solstices when Chaco Canyon does its magic light show, so that we can say, look, this is a spiritual center for us. We want First Amendment protection for it. That is the story behind Prayers for the Planet. And yes, the fracking is real. The state of New Mexico has opened up that land for fracking. Fortunately, not one company has begun fracking yet. But if we're going to stop them, we have to stop them before they start. Hope that answered a lot of questions.
That's an understatement of the day.